There's been so much happening in the social media space, but I've just been sleeping on top of a bike. I just thought, you know what, there's just been so many stories flying on social media that I've been digesting. Some of them have refused to digest. It has been choking me on my chest. Some of them I've tried to share with my friends. So it's the one that has been choking me, or the few ones that have been choking me, that I'm going to talk about today. Okay, so get your popcorn, get your drink, get whatever you're getting, and let us see this tatafo together. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mabel, and here on my channel I create content around family, relationships, beauty, and lifestyle. So hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to our channel. How have you been? I hope you've been great. If you're new here and you just see me for the first time, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. Okay, I promise you're going to enjoy just the journey with me on YouTube. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to just be reading off of some things that I saved on Instagram, some stories that trended that I felt like I needed to talk about, even if I don't know why I feel like I need to talk about them. But I just enjoy anything that has to do with marriage, relationship, family, children, and all that kind of stuff, because that's what my channel is basically about. Okay, so it has trended a while ago, maybe a few weeks ago or so. There's been a lot of trends on online, but I feel like I've been slacking when it comes to, you know, share my opinions and do reaction video here as I usually do. Yes, so in today's episode of reaction, I'll be talking about the Nollywood actress Funke Akindele, her breakup with her husband, or her separation and all. I'm one person that don't judge couples. So whether you are in a fight, you're having an argument, you separate, you divorce, I do not judge people in any way, because the streets of marriage is hard. Take it from me, who's been married for over 10 years. Okay, I mean, it's doable, it's fun, it's enjoyable, but it's difficult. You know why? Because it requires commitment and all those plenty things that you already heard about marriage. But marriage is commitment. Staying married is a decision. Now, doing marriage was a decision, is a commitment. And also when it comes to people who are separated, who are divorced, who are going through a tough time in their marriage and blah blah blah, I do not judge them. But that being said, it doesn't stop me from sharing my reaction and what I think about the situation based on what we heard, or based on what they allowed us to hear or see off from the social media, because that's where we knew them from. Okay, we're social media in-laws, so we just stick to the social media side of the story. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about Funke Akindele, a very famous, popular Nigerian actress who is now a, I don't know, political aspirant. She's now running for deputy governor of Lagos State under one party. Okay, so she's an actress, she's an influencer, she's now a politician. Okay, let's add that to her CV. Okay, so I'm going to talk about her situation with her husband. I believe they're still married, because they never said anywhere that they're divorced. They just said they're separated. Her separated husband, and JJ Skill, I think that's the name. I really don't know much about him, but I mean, I'm Funke's fan from her popular Nigerian series Jennifer and all the other things she's done. Okay, so I'm not really talking about what happened or what led to their separation, because it's been a long time we heard about their situation when her stepson, that's JJ Skill's son, came publicly to share whatever he shared, you know. So I'm not talking about that. Okay, in today's video, okay, I'm going to be reading these things that I have saved on Instagram, and I'm going to be reading people's comments, and I'm going to be reacting to some of the comments. Okay, small quarrel, and Funke Akindele asked her husband JJ Skill to leave the house. For those of you that have been asking for ages, this is exactly why men avoid independent women. You know, I'm going to pause and look at you guys. Okay, so this is why, and this post was made by a guy. Okay, yeah, we are not intimidated by your success, we just don't want to be humiliated in this manner someday. Okay, so I guess this guy who made this post is talking about why men don't like independent women, and they're saying they're not intimidated by the success of these women. It's just that they don't want to be humiliated in this manner someday. Okay, so that's the post. Okay, that's the post that caught my attention, and then I'm going to go ahead and read some people's comments, and I'm going to tell you guys what I think about that post. Okay, yeah, somebody say, Make an arrest, abeg. Men sends women packing on a regular for offenses that isn't even half as big as what they said JJC did. I don't know what he did. Like I said, I'm not here to talk about what he did or what happened or what did not happen. So now the narrative changed. Why are you all mad? Someone give this man a hug, please. He go there all right, last. I'm with this person, okay? I'm with this person. It's not from a side of beef or anything for men or whatever. Truthfully, this is the narrative that we've rolled with for a long time. When a woman you guys, I've heard stories though. There's this story I heard one time about when a woman was, in quotes, disrespectful to her mother-in-law, and her husband sent her packing to go back to her father's house. Let her mother retrain her on how to be respectful. Like, there are a lot of stories that I've heard and I've seen, just so many silly things that women just, maybe small error or something that's not even an error, and every small thing they sent the woman packing, they sent her back to her parents' house to go and learn manners, to go and learn skills, to go and learn how to cook. I mean, you guys, let me keep reading, okay? Let me not rush this story. Another one says, men have been chasing women out of the house for ages, but one woman sending her husband out is causing havoc on men's coven. It's the same thing I just said, okay? And the story didn't say that she chased him out of the house. What the story said was that he moved out of the house, okay? So apparently the house belongs to Funke. I don't know. I really don't know. In that side of town, I don't know how it works. And I like the fact that it even happened like that, because I feel like in Africa, in Nigeria, most women are disadvantaged, because when things like this happen, in cases of divorce, and I don't know, just whatever situation, they tend to be the ones to be sent out of the house. They tend to live with nothing and all, compared to how life is done in some other places. When there's an issue, the men are the ones who the police or the legal system tends to ask to leave the house. I mean, so just seeing this thing is making me feel like, women are beginning to be empowered. They're beginning to have like some sort of rights. And just knowing that, I don't know who owns the house in this story, but just knowing that in a situation like this, is not the woman that is sent out of the house or that has to leave the house, kind of gives me a little bit, I don't say it's the wrong word, but I mean, it kind of makes me feel like, at least this is something that can help women. Because, sometimes when women know that when something goes wrong, they're the ones that are going to leave the house and lose, is a disadvantage on their side, right? So yeah. So me, I'm more interested in these comments, and me now I see, I'm not even reacting again. I'm just giving people's reaction. So it's not like it's me every time telling you guys my opinion and everything, but at the same time, I'm agreeing to some of these posts. These are things that I would have posted in my mind. I don't like to type them out, but these are things that I know I could have said in my mind if I had to, say something, basically. So the next one says, make money, marry him, then send him back to his parents' house if he misbehaves. Dalu Funke. Dalu is thank you, Funke, in Igbo language. I mean, most of these posts are made by women. Let me see if I'll find a post that a man made, just to see if they are going to have like a different narrative or opinion or something. Another guy, this one is a guy, he says, no, they put mouth for another person's family. That means don't get involved in people's family matter. Okay, this is a guy. Cheating isn't small quarrel, sha. Thank God this is a guy, Akim. He said cheating isn't a small quarrel, sha. I know that from the stories that have gone online, I think cheating was one of it. There was an accusation made that the guy cheated or is cheating or something like that. So, so that's that one. And there's another post. There's one more post that is kind of related to this post that I also saved. It says, in Yoruba land, it is a taboo for a man to sleep in a woman's house. If a man dies in a woman's house, the corpse must be moved out through the window. You guys, I feel like women were in bondage, especially back in the days. Like, I mean, if I was dating, right? Personally, if I was dating, and of course, like I had my apartment, he had his apartment, if I could go over to his place sometimes, what makes it wrong for him to come to mine? sometimes. Okay, now you're saying that it's a taboo. I know people have cultures, traditions that we need to, respect and all that, but who is the one setting these laws? Why is it that all the laws that are set has to be in favor of men? I'm not coming here now to fight for women or something. But I mean, it's just sad that most of the time, all the laws and the cultures and traditions in Africa, in Nigeria, and even most part of the world really favors men more than women. Okay, so that's where my problem is. And like I said, just the fact that women are beginning to have their say, have their own money, have their choices, have their rights, have power, I feel like it's a good thing, really. It's a good thing. And yeah, there's no point in my video here or in that I say that I encourage separation, I encourage divorce or anything, but I mean there's some situations, circumstances, cases where it is necessary or it is the best option basically. But just me, I'm just basically saying that. I read a lot of comments. Okay, I don't want the video to be long, but I mean, with the situation of people saying that there were a lot of comments and posts and reactions and everything that is JJ Skill's fault because he allowed himself to be married to a woman who has more money than him, and he moved into her house. He should have let her. There are situations that I've seen stories that somebody said, if I was making 100,000 and the girl I'm dating is making 500,000, let's say the girl lived in a different city or so, and then you guys are going to get married and somebody has to move, the woman has to move to yours because it doesn't, I mean, think about it. A reasonable person will say, I'm going to move to my woman's location and probably find a job over there, because think about it, she's making 500,000 a month and you're making 100,000 a month. I mean, what is even reasonable? Even if I'm dating somebody that even comes up with that kind of suggestion to me, I feel like this person really is dumb, really. Okay, some people you see they're dating somebody who already has a big house, a mansion or something, and they are still renting like a 1 bedroom, and they're planning to get married, and the guy will say, you're going to have to sell that your house, you're going to, whatever it is, you have to move to my house, just because of ego or something. These are like really petty or reasonable things that, I mean, if you're an adult and you're matured, you should know. So let me read another post that was done with regards to independent women and men, and I'll just probably share my reaction on this one. Okay, this one says, I left a lady because she was too independent. She had it all. I contributed nothing. I felt useless in the relationship. I couldn't act like a man. I don't think I'll be able to control her. She won't be submissive to me. So I ended it. Mind you, she did nothing wrong. You're lost. Truthfully, you're lost as the guy. I mean, everything, you can tell that the problem was not even the woman, the problem was him. He said, I left a lady because she was too independent. She had it all. So I guess your ego, you cannot even be submissive, because she had it all. You couldn't even be you couldn't be submissive. I contributed nothing. Well, she didn't ask you not to contribute, truthfully, because she has it all. Nobody really has it all. Even the richest people in this world are still looking for more. So nobody really has it all. Okay, I contributed nothing. That's your decision. I felt useless in the relationship. I guess that's how you are. I couldn't act like a man. Why couldn't you act like a man? So because you're with because you're in a relationship with somebody who is independent successfully, does that make you feel less like a man? If you come and tell me that there's something she did that made you feel less, or not to act like a man, if there was something she did or so, if you come out and say that one, for sure, I would say good and fine. But you saying that you couldn't act like a man because she was independent and rich, then she didn't ask you not to act like a man. Okay, I don't think I'll be able to control her. That is your real problem. You want somebody that you're able to control. It's not because she's rich or independent. You're just looking for somebody who you'll be able to control because you are a control freak. She won't be submissive to me. This thing about submission, I feel like a lot of people get it wrong. because I kneel, because I go on my knees to give you food, or because that is not submission. True submission is way more than that. I feel like a lot of people get it wrong when it comes to submission in marriage, in relationship, and all that. That's a different topic. Okay, yes, people don't understand what submission is. Okay, so I ended it. Mind you, she did nothing wrong. End of story. She did nothing wrong. She wasn't the problem. You were the problem. You were the real problem. Okay. So I like to put that out there. Just a story online that I saw that's related to this whole thing about, Funke's husband moving out, the house, because people think if it was his house, if she was not rich, if she was not successful, if she was not an independent woman, in quote, maybe it would have been different. If you read the post and the comments on this post, you saw there were a lot of women that were really excited for this situation, because I feel like it was more like finally something different is happening. And you could see a lot of men, especially on Twitter, you see a lot of men coming for JJ Skills saying, why did he allow himself to be married to somebody who's independent? You're all blaming it on women that are independent, that are made, that are successful. Success and independence has nothing to do with the whole marriage situation, whether it will work or it will not work. Yeah, to a great extent, sometimes it does play a role. But I mean, I don't think that's the root cause of it. I don't think that's the root cause. I think that there's more to it than that. And men need to start knowing that and understanding that there's nothing wrong for a woman to have more than you, and you guys are still going to be able to marry and live well. I mean, if God has blessed the woman more than you, be happy, be thankful, and just do life with her, peacefully. If your husband is richer than you, more successfully, good and fine. I mean, these are simple things. So they're simple things, and if God blesses the both of you equally, even perfect. Okay, so I don't think it was a situation of because she's independent or she is successful that is the real reason for all this rant and everything online. I'm always patient to wait and hear from the horse's mouth what the real reason is behind like a broken marriage or a separation or an unsuccessful relationship. But until they come out and say something themselves, I mean, let us just not worry our heads too much, and let us just let peace reign, really. So I just wanted to come here and talk about this thing. Do you think that it's because of Funke's money and success and everything that really caused the separation or breakup in a marriage, or do you think there will be something else? There could be something else other than just her success, money, independence, and fame. Okay, let me know what you think in the comment section. If you're new here on my channel, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel, like my video, share, leave a comment, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.